Nerf Neros here. We have the OCG ban list. I'm excited. So already off the bat, we have, summon limit, scythe, banned. Honestly, it was time, man. Honestly, we already had these cards already banned first. These cards, the OCG had to deal with them for just quite some more longer time, and that's pretty cancer. I'm not gonna lie, this is cancer ass cards. Summon limit was just pretty much Exodia when it was activated. Same thing with scythe. You have a big board, you go scythe, it resolves, you win. It's GG. It's self-explanatory. There's nothing really much to say. These cards are toxic as hell. They had to go finally. Moving on to the restricted here, we have the Razio Sword and Shifter. Shifter's kind of stupid. I think they should have just banned this too. This is now a Saki card that I have to draw the out for. That people say just draw the out, I'm not drawing no fucking out for one fucking Shifter. That's ridiculous. Call by the Grave is at least at 2, but Shifter being at 1 is pretty stupid. I think it's dumb. But Sword at 1, this deck's dead now. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna lie. I like the deck. It's cool, but gotta move on. Gotta move forward. Things have to change. You can't be sitting. This deck has been pretty much alive in the OCG for the longest time. I think probably 9 months. I'm not entirely too sure, but this to 1 and X to 1 is pretty insane. I think it kills the deck. I was trying to see if I could build something with it. I'll show you guys in a minute, but it's rough. It's rough, especially when we have 7 Tachyon to 1 now. And I honestly didn't even know that this card was at 2. And I guess in the last ban list, or I don't know what ban list they had this at 2, but this was apparently at 2 before. I didn't know it was at 2. That's unfortunate for the other decks that could use this. Let's say, for example, Tachyon, but it kind of sucks. That was their support card that they got to search, and it just got abused by other decks, which is unfortunate. I don't feel like this card should have gone to 1. I hope it doesn't happen over here because it's kind of messed up for the other players, for the other decks. But it is what it is. This card is pretty toxic though. You could search for a floodgate like Lancia, and obviously OCG. OCG really does love Malice a lot, so they don't want the precious Malice to get hit too hard. So they just put Dormouse to 1. So yeah, you have the little hinder here with the Shifter to 1 and then Dormouse to 1, but all they did was put Dormouse to 1. And honestly, I think this deck is looking really, really solid still in the OCG. This could still be a top contending deck in the OCG. I wouldn't be surprised if this deck comes out on top of the... Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's a stretch because Yummy is pretty broken. So is Dragon Tail. So is the Canine stuff. Canine, it's okay. I don't know. Dragon Tail I feel like is really good. In my opinion, I was playing it. It has a really good grind game. But so does Yummy. So does kind of Canine when you think about it. All their effects, all their cards, all their support that they got, that pack is really, really amazing. So we're going to see though. I'm going to flood you guys with a bunch of OCG duel videos that are going to come out pretty soon. It's going to be an amazing experience. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool watching the format just evolve and turn into this whole 3 tier 1 decks pretty much kicking some ass. So anyways, but still though, this it's crazy. This is still crazy to me. And then Grass is Greener. They tried, they were thinking about, putting this card at 3, I feel like eventually, but this card is just way too broken with Fairy Tail Snow. Like, come on, bro. That card is so stupid. I don't even know why they still have it legal. Fairy Tail Snow is such a toxic ass card, especially with this toxic ass card as well. This with Malice, 60 card Malice, Fairy Tail Snow, that is ridiculous. That is so stupid. So yeah, put it back to 1. They changed the name, I guess, of this card. What? Lawn Moving Next Door? What? What the hell is that? Oh wow, I didn't even know this card's name was 7th Emperors of the Space and Time. That's cool. Dimension Attractor? That's what it's called over there? What? Okay, well, those are the limits. All right, cool. Moving on. Let's see what we have here. Semi-limited cards. Bro, get out of here with that shit, man. Get out of here, bro. This card, come on, bro. Like, this card should have already been at 3. The spell card of the Purely, I don't know. I think there's more limited cards in the Purely archetype. I believe. I'm not entirely too sure. Maybe this could be it. This could be everything that's at 3. The deck's full power. This deck is ass. It's power creep. It's not good anymore. It's not going to be good until they get new support, which I believe they should pretty soon. I'm not going to lie. I think this deck's actually good. It is going to get new support, but it's probably not going to be the best. But Pick up those Pure Lilies. They're $5 for an ultimate rare, man. It's cheap card. That's pretty cheap. That's dirt cheap for. I feel like that's really dirt cheap for an ultimate rare. Especially for an archetype that's pretty. I would say it had a lot of love when it first came out. But anyways, cards to be at 3. Yeah. I mean, I'm not even surprised. These cards should have been at 3 for the longest time. This card was at what? It's at full power right now in the TCG. It's not doing anything. We've seen it win a YCS, sure, whatever. That's cute. But it was during a time where, you know, the format was kind of just restricted with a lot of Razio, and then Razio's not really good against Fire King, I guess you could say. Monkey Board, you know, why do I see this? I feel like I see this card in every ban list. Every single ban list, I always see this card come. Like, I always see it. That's kind of what it looks like. Finally, Draco Slayer moving to 3. Sure, doesn't do anything. It's not going to do anything. Towers isn't really relevant. That it's a kind of like a half Towers. You know, it's unaffected by only 2 things, depending on what you tribute. So it's not too bad. And it has 2950. You know, Detonator can just beat over that like nothing. And then, yeah, I mean, what can I say about this? I didn't even know what Pendulums are just dead to me, to be honest. Ever since that Master Rule change, it's just been downhill for this deck, especially with Electromite being banned too. That's another thing as well. Anyways, Morphine Jar, Toxic, you know, it's for the Yu-Gi-Oh boomers, for the Yu-Gi-Oh trolls, I guess you could say. Snatch Steal to 3 is pretty, damn, that's crazy. And then Barrage is 3, you know, Zodiac. They suck. I mean, they're just a dead deck. They might get support though. Eventually, I think there was a rumor. I heard from the grapevine that they'll get support, but I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Snatch Steal 3, you know, cool, whatever. I could Cosmic, I could Mystical Space Typhoon it, I guess, but we don't play those cards, obviously. But you could Detonator pop it, pretty much. You know, this card is pretty much dead. That's pretty much it, man. What do I have to say about this? I would say, honestly, Malice came out on top. They took a W with this, I'm not gonna lie. They took a big fat W. Like, look at this deck. This deck doesn't even look like it got hit that, like, it definitely looked like nothing happened to it at all. You could look at it, you could just look at this list and see that nothing hasn't happened. But when you look at Razio, when you look at the difference between Razio and Malice, this looks like shit. This looks like complete dog water. I know maybe you can make the, you know, I just made this like in 10 seconds. I didn't think much. I just put Sword of 1. I put through Triple Star. Like, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. I want to test it out just to see what it does. And let me test out a hand right now. Let's look at a hand. Let me see. Randomize. Like, I lose with this hand. This is 5 cards, right? Let's say I go first, summon Sword, get hit with Valor. All right, I'm dead. Going second, this is ass. This is just dog water, bro. Maybe I shouldn't even play with the Spirit Monsters. Like, I didn't know what to do with this deck after that. Like, the consistency is pretty much gone. It's dead. This deck is not good anymore. Like, straight up, it's just not. This hand's better. Like, way better, but, you know, I don't like the Spirit Monsters. They kind of just take up your normal summon, so maybe you just don't play them. Maybe you play something else? Fiendsmith, I guess? Well, no, they don't play Fiendsmith in the OCG because it's all just hindered. It's all limited to 1. Yeah, dude, this is kind of a bummer for this deck. See, this hand's obviously pretty solid. This is really good. This is actually way better, but still, it's gonna have its issues with hand traps. There you go. I mean, this is pretty broken. I'm not gonna lie. The Desires. I mean, just depends on what you draw with Desires, though. And if they hand trap you, let's say they Ash, you get crossed. This is Sacky. This is a Sacky hand. Honestly, this is so Sacky. Yeah, like, you just gotta test it out. I mean, we could try to duel somebody. I'll put you down, maybe just 1 duel. But when you look at Malice, the difference between Malice, and you can tell that they're favoring this deck way more. Let's look at this. This looks like I won't brick at all with this, right? Okay, I bricked right there. But Shifter's pretty... Okay, let's say you go second. This is just amazing. Amazing. But let's see here. Yeah, okay. It has its little moments, I guess. This is good, though, man. This does not look like it's going to be a problem at all. Like, let me try to duel somebody with Razio right now. Let me see. Or let me just test it out with my own... let me test it out by myself. Let's see. Let me see here. Let me see here. Let's see. Solo mode. Let's see what kind of hand we could get. Okay, we got full engine. We just lose to a Maxi here, honestly. We forgot to put Maxi into the deck, to be honest, too. I'm not going to lie. But, sure. This is okay. Let's get a more realistic hand. This is broken. Okay, never mind. Maybe Razio's not dead. Oh, just goddamn. Maybe Razio's still playable, man. This hand is dog water. There you go. This is the consistency loss that they lost. This is what I'm talking about. What else? This hand, I mean, what? Let's see. Let's say you go 7th Ascension. They ash you, whatever. Normal summon ice. Effect, you get hit with imperm. Okay. Reveal to additional normal summon. Okay, cool. Overlay. Make your, what, dual drive, right? And then you get hit with another hand trap, and then what after that? What do you do after that? Usually the other cards would probably be, there'd probably be more engine. Like this card would be another engine card. This would be like X. Or this would be Sword, or, right? 7th, maybe even 7th Tachyon instead of 7th Ascension. I don't know, like this kind of sucks, but let's say this does resolve. Let's see what we could search here. But the typical cards that you would want to search, right? Let's see here. You could grab like a sword. Let's see. Hold on. I know how to play this. Come on. Like, what the hell am I doing, bro? I mean, yeah, sword is pretty good. Sword could get you into the X, and then you could grab. Yeah, it sucks. This kind of does suck. I'm not gonna lie. This is so ass. Sword being the one just sucks so much ass. You could still play this deck, but it just doesn't hit the same anymore. You lose to Nib even harder now, I feel like, to be honest. But damn, like you can't grab like a plug-in or cross. You have to grab like some other dog water cards like Node and Sword. Like usually you already have those in hand or you're able to summon them out. But like, damn. I guess let's just grab this, man. God damn, this sucks. Summon, search, grab X. Just nice. It's gonna be nice. And then what, man? Summon X. Oh my god, I just realized you don't even get. What are you gonna search with X? Oh yeah, this is dog water. What do you, alright, summon X and then search? What are you searching for? There's only one node. So okay, you don't grab the node then. Sure, let's just not grab the node. Let's say we grabbed it right now off of X and then we grab something else like what? Cross, I believe? Yeah, just fuck it, cross. Okay, let's see, overlay, we can make, I'd be down for a Dugaris here, draw 2. Drawing 2 is nice. So yeah, draw 2. See what we could get. This is after getting hand trapped, what, twice, I believe? Or 3 times? I think it was only twice. I could be wrong though. So what was it, Ash, Valor, or Imperm? And yeah, there was only after 2 hand traps though. So a third one you lose completely. You obviously just lose completely. And usually decks that are really good in the format, I guess in today's day and age, it's only good if you're able to play around 3. Maybe even 4, but that's a little bit of a stretch. That's not healthy at all. So yeah, summon node, you know, it's pretty easy, just typical Razor crap, just summon, blah blah blah. Go for detonator here. Get to draw 1 as well off of the cross. So it's good if this resolves, you know. It's only good if it does. But other than that, you get hit with 2 hand traps or a third one, you kind of just lose. I mean, you got follow up. That's kind of nice, I guess. Not bad. After we drew the Armada, I guess. But you know, I don't even want to showcase Malice because it just does work. It works. It 100% does work. Like we could look at our hands right here, and we're able to play completely through a lot. Wow, I can't believe I just said that and this happens. What the hell is this? Nah. I'm getting trolled. I'm getting trolled by Konami. Obviously, I'm getting trolled by DB. Yeah, this is obviously better. There's no way of stopping this unless Lancea is main decked. So there you go. Let's reset the deck again. This is obviously a better hand. Let's see if another hand is. What the hell is this? Bro, how many? Hold on. How many traps am I playing? Am I playing multiple traps? No, I'm only playing 3. What the hell's going on? This is so ass, man. Does the Dormouse really make it this bad? There's no way. There's no way Dormouse being at 1 makes this deck this bad. It kind of does look like it though. I'm not gonna lie. Like not seeing Dormouse kind of sucks. Dormouse is that okay? Yeah, this doesn't look good. Am I getting unlucky? Is this unlucky or is this how this deck? This looks very, very unlucky. I'm not gonna lie, but it looks like maybe I'm not playing enough cards. Maybe. Maybe my deck's not built right. Maybe it's not. But this looks way better, obviously, 100% better, but I don't know. I just don't know. Obviously, you know, TCG would put Bystials, but in the OCG, they don't play Bystials at all, so. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for the video, man. There you have it. That's kind of, you got having an idea of how the ban list is affected here and what it does. We kind of showcased a little bit of Razio and Malice, but that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next OCG duel video, or just in general, we'll see another content type of video. Peace out.